The World Wide Web is now 30 years old, so what will it look like in 30 years from now? Here are my top predictions. Number 1. Our democracy will go online. In this month's parliamentary elections in Estonia, half of the ballots were cast using e-voting. This country with just over 1.3 million people has shown the world that it is possible to conduct elections online. I believe that trend could be replicated for major elections as well as local ones, kickstarting an e-democracy. PMQs on Twitter, anyone?
In 2005, my wife and I launched Bebo.
2. Big tech as we know it will cease to exist. Over a decade ago, Bebo and MSN were the social media apps that ruled the internet. Now it's Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Microsoft, Intel and IBM paved the way for Google and Amazon.
Hey, Google, what's on my calendar today?
At 5:30 p.m., you have appear in Google commercial.
That's never gonna happen.
30 years from now, it's likely that these, in turn, will be replaced by other companies that we haven't even heard of yet. Even if regulation and a forced breakup of big tech doesn't happen, it's unlikely that all of these brands will survive the next big thing that will capture our collective imagination. 3. The internet gulf between China, Russia and the US will widen. Political pressures on tech will push apart the way people use the internet in key countries around the world. It's already happening. This weekend, thousands of people in Russia protested against an isolation bill that promises to ring-fence the internet in the country. Meanwhile, China is tightening its control over the data that tech companies gather and share, forcing technology companies to store their data locally and to allow them to monitor citizens.
Ms. Liv, I'm a virtual ambassador for Renault Kadjar.
Bots will be indistinguishable from real people. Forget the thousands of internet bots created by Russia to influence elections. In 30 years, no one will be able to tell the difference between humans and online bots powered by AI. And, like deepfakes, it will require the creation of new technology to determine who is real and who is robot. 5. Disinformation will cause a catastrophe. Despite social media's best efforts, it is likely that sometime in the near future, panic will spread quickly because of fake news online. Whether it's a large-scale version of the unfortunate tweet from Ollie Murs that fueled panic last year on Oxford Street and left people stranded in shops for hours, or the more sinister WhatsApp messages that caused a false paedophile hunt in India, fear has never been able to propagate so easily.